5 big events this weekend could bring more than 500,000 people together in parts of North Texas. They come, and this all comes at a time of heightened fear and anxiety, of course, following these U.S. airstrikes in Syria and the terror attack in Sweden I just spoke about. CBS 11's J.D. Miles live for us from downtown Dallas, where we know Sunday's immigration march could draw well over 100,000. That's the number we're hearing.
That's right, Doug. If this weekend's march is anything like the one here 7 years ago that started right here, then as many as 350,000 people could be converging on downtown Dallas. That march, as you remember, was relatively problem-free, but security experts tell me tonight that the current political climate could make large public gatherings like this a lot less safe.
18-year-old Gafran Al-Rahal has a reason for joining the immigration reform mega march in downtown Dallas on Sunday.
To show the American community and everyone that, like, the good side of the immigrants.
The Syrian refugee will be one of hundreds of thousands expected to fill the streets at a dangerous time. U.S. airstrikes in Syria and a truck attack in Sweden have marchers and security experts concerned, especially about large political gatherings.
Actually, as a refugee first and as a Muslim second, I feel really worried.
The last immigration march in downtown Dallas back in 2010 drew at least 350,000 people. The similar event this weekend will be a security challenge for authorities.
Planning goes into an event the minute we find out that an event is going to occur.
Retired DPD intelligence officer Janice Crowther worked last year's anti-Trump rallies and Black Lives Matter protests, including the July 7th ambush. She says officers will canvass areas ahead of time and monitor social media for threats.
We do everything we can to find out everything about the group that we can. We try to find out everything about anybody who may not like that group.
Of catching in this game, Mazzara swings, hammers one.
Security experts say ballparks, racetracks, and stadiums have adequate security. But protest marches are soft targets that will always be vulnerable.
You'll probably see a little bit of an uptick in security. These marches could very well be susceptible to vehicle attacks.
Now, we mentioned obviously ballparks, racetracks, and stadiums. The Rangers, Mavericks, and Texas Motor Speedway all have major events this weekend. Those areas are considered harder targets, of course, than this area here for this protest. They're expecting, as Doug said, about 100,000 people. Dallas police already have a watchtower in place. They've also worked with DART about extra security measures, and many of these streets in downtown will have roads closed on Sunday. Live in Dallas, J.D. Miles, CBS 11 News.
J.D.